Hey everyone, okay, so I'm going to be talking you through one of the truly best foundations that you can buy. In fact, it's so good that I rarely talk about it because it's not out on display. It's permanently packed in my kit. So I forget about it because I use it so much. But I wanted to talk about it today and show you how I would apply it. Because there's loads of different ways. You can use a brush, you can use fingers, you can use a sponge, whatever. So obviously we're talking about the MAC Face and Body Foundation. And it's a strange foundation. Back in the day when it was first released, it was truly one of the first foundations that looked like skin, and that's really hard to find, even today, and it still looks that way. And I'm going to show you how I would apply it and how I apply it, and then the powdering process. Now, one of the things that's kind of strange about the MAC Face and Body is that it has a very watery texture, and then as you start to blend, it suddenly starts to, I don't know the word, almost pull at the skin when you know it's starting. That's the kind of point where you know something really good is happening because all the slip is kind of going. So I'm going to use C6 because I'm tanned at the moment, it's summer, and I just like to apply it on the back of my hand. And if you were here and I was doing you, I would just apply it like this to the face. Now my face has been moisturized and I go right the way under the eye. And then I do this circular, until I can feel that pull. Then I go in downward strokes because I want any facial hair to lay down, and you really work it into the skin. And it does leave a film that has a really dewy effect, but just wait. So I'm going to just do the forehead as well, since we're here. And you really are blending it and moving it around to get that kind of slippery, almost pulling effect that you will be very sort of well aware of if you've used this foundation. The reason I go under the eye is because I know that most people put concealer on, but we will tend to use less concealer the more we kind of, foundation can cover quite a lot of stuff. Okay, so there you go. Now that is lovely looking skin. See, there's a little sort of evil kind of spot there that hates me come out just for filming, just for today. So that looks like really nice, healthy, all but shiny skin. Now, what I like to do when it comes to, just put a bit on this side. Now, what I like to do when it comes to powder, and particularly the nose area, right? So I'm going to show you. So rather than using a really huge brush, I'm just going to use my crease brush, which is my number 3 brush. Now, I don't want there to be any shine right here. So I'm going to take some powder and I'm going to powder directly onto this. And you'll automatically see how it kind of, just this bit of powder right on the center of the forehead, suddenly it doesn't look really shiny anymore, even though we haven't touched anything else. And I've also left this a couple of minutes, which is another secret. Don't be putting powder on straight away, and I'll talk to you about it in another video. Now, I don't want to powder right the way down here because it saves the job of putting on highlighter on your nose. So I'd like to powder the sides of the nose instead. And I just think that this creates a really nice effect. And powder down the sides, and you always want to kind of powder there, because this is where it looks greasy and nasty. Now, I'm not going to put concealer on, so we will go powder under the eyes, over the eye if we've done foundation there, and a little bit around this section here. I do not want to powder the cheekbone or any of this area here, okay? Because I like it to stay looking natural. And because I think it's nice to have a bit of shine. See that bit of shine on the tip of the nose? I think it's really nice. Now, if you don't like it, you can just take whatever's left and just very gently kind of mat it down. But it's up to you, you don't have to, but I actually like a little bit of shine on the nose, but not everybody does. And that's how I would use this foundation. It is such a wonderful foundation. The coverage it gives, and I'm C6 at the moment, is absolutely wonderful, and it really gives this skin-like quality. And because I haven't powdered my face to oblivion, I can just take around, say, this little compact powder with me, which is by LS Fast. It's just the first one I picked up, and break it. And then as the day goes on, as I start to get a little bit more oily, I can just re-go over these specific areas that become a little bit greasy. And as the day goes on, the rest of the face will just look more and more beautiful, because this bit will be matte, but the rest is really dewy. Now, there's going to be people out there asking about, well, if you're not powdering this, and when you powder with, say, like a blusher or a bronzer, it's going to catch. Well, that's the thing. And that will be revealed in the next video, because it is not true. You do not have to powder all of your skin, and you can still apply blusher and bronzer without it catching. And there's a little trick on how to do that. So you have to wait, and that's part of the trick. Anyway, that's how I would use Face and Body. I think it's such a divine foundation. Face and Body, LS Fast, you know my thing. Such glorious foundations that I really think that if you haven't tried it, you should. If you know you're not going to use a really big bottle like this, then just get a 50ml bottle and enjoy yourself. You really won't regret it. And I think that that looks like really, really nice, gorgeous skin. Tell me what you think. Go on. Okay, I'll see you all soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.